Hey, do you guys want to go on an adventure today? I want to go on an adventure today. Why do I want to go on an adventure today? I want to go on an adventure today because it's been super cloudy and rainy and depressing outside, albeit it's been cool. No complaints about that. But I've been locked inside the house basically for like 2 weeks, and it's been hard for me to get out and do a lot of the vlogs I've been wanting to do. So, about 2 days ago, I was driving through Abbeville, Louisiana, and it dawned on me that I've been wanting to vlog that place, like the downtown area and all that stuff, like the old stuff, typical downtown, small town America type stuff. And we've been there before. If you watch the filming locations for the movie The Blob, one of my first vlogs I've ever done. So about a year or so ago, it was around last Halloween, so I think it was last October we went there, but we never really did a vlog on the town itself, like the downtown area, the main parts of it. So I figured last minute after work just now, it's almost 4:30, I get off of work at 3:30, so I decided when I got off that the weather was fair enough, still cloudy and depressing and cool outside, but I love it. The cool temperature is perfect for me. And I decided that I was going to run to Abbeville, which is about 30 minutes away, 25-30 minutes away, directly south of Lafayette, Louisiana, where I live, and we're going to take a look. We're going to go see the old nostalgic, semi-historic downtown Abbeville. It'll be a short, quick one, but I wanted to get out the house and do a vlog for you guys. I feel like I've been holding in a sneeze or something because I've been locked inside. That's why I did my live stream last week, because couldn't go outside. It was too cold and rainy and all that stuff. So I'm going to do my best. We're limited on time. It's going to get completely dark in about an hour. So I should get to Abbeville in the next 15-20 minutes. So it's going to be crunch time, but hey, that's why I'm doing my intro here in the truck. So when I get to the downtown area at Abbeville, we can jump right out and get to it. So without further ado, let's jump right in. I hope you enjoy it. Man, I actually made it here in really good time. And I parked right in front of this, which is probably one of my favorite buildings here in downtown Abbeville, this old Rexall Drugs sign. I love these things. It's a pretty interesting building, so we'll start here. I got about maybe an hour, I'd say 50 minutes to an hour of daylight left, so I'm going to kind of breeze through some of my favorite locations in downtown Abbeville. Look at these things, man. I love those old Rexall Drug signs, and I love that they kept it on the building. Interesting building though, huh? Nice architecture. Look at these ceiling tiles. And a nice arch right in the middle. Godard Drug Company. It's like a mosaic tile here. Very nice, huh? Like I said, we've been here before to Abbeville for the Blob filming locations. I showed you the courthouse, which is right across the street there. And then there's that hotel we're gonna go look at. Here's some more cool buildings right here across the street. Now it's a city that's about 15 miles south of Lafayette. So if you're looking at a map, almost, south central Louisiana, you'll see Lafayette, and then about directly south of that is Abbeville. It's in Vermilion Parish. And as of the 2020 population census, the city had about 11,900 people in it. So not very big, but still a decent amount of people for a town the size of, like geographically the size of Abbeville. Like that old 1914 building right there. And that's not the address. That's the actual year it was built. J. Russo. I just love these old downtown areas. Abbeville's actually got a, you know, pretty rich history when it comes to, you know, being where it's at in the parish that it's in. There's a courthouse. We've seen the courthouse before. The Blob. They had a good filming. What am I trying to say? They filmed a decent part of the movie, The Blob, from 1988. If I remember correctly. Did a whole vlog on it. You'd think I would know these things. Beautiful oak trees underneath. Gorgeous building. And here's this building here. Bosis? I don't know how to say that. Bosis, and Bosie. Built in 1904. Right next to the J. Russo 1914 building. And let's go walk down the street and see some more things. I'm going to jump in my truck to pop around town here just to save some time. Look at this really nice clock here. Now, if you watch the Blob vlog I did, the Blob vlog, you'll see that there's a lot of things you'll see in that vlog that you'll see in this one. So I'm going to get some better lighting on that. There we go. Really nice building. There's a Hotel de Ville across the street there. And here's the Hotel de Ville. Hotel de Ville. There's no date on it, but I'd say it's built mid-century, 1940s or 50s, maybe. Something like that. Very nice on the outside. You can tell it's dated, but it's still very nice. Now it serves as City Hall. City of Abbeville Municipal Offices. We'll take a little walk down the center of this road here that butts up against the courthouse. Now some of you guys might recognize that building right there from one of the scenes of The Blob. Again, this is not a Blob location vlog. Oh look, that building right there. That top of that yellow one says 1903. So we know when that one was built. Man, 1903, that's a 120-year-old building. They've done a neat job of renovating the inside now. It looks pretty modern in there. It's like a clothing boutique or something like that. So I'm assuming these buildings next to it, probably all built around the same time. So to give you guys a little bit of history of Abbeville without going into too much detail, and this is a beautiful World War I and II, and Vietnam actually, and Korean War memorial. This is beautiful. I love when towns and cities do this and recognize their vets, fallen and or living. But anyway, the city of Abbeville, which used to be called La Chapelle, the land that would become La Chapelle and eventually Abbeville, was purchased in 1843 on July 25th for $900. That's pretty cool right here, huh? There are two hypotheses as to how the town was named. The more generally accepted hypothesis is that Maigret, which is the person who founded it, named the town after his home in France. The second hypothesis states that it's a combination of abbey, the French word for abbot, and ville, the French word for town. So, obviously, it ended up being Abbeville. Look at this cool building. Tito's La Casa, Italian restaurant. How about that? Vermilion Parish Veterans Memorial Building. Look at this cool mural. I'd say the world's largest omelet or scrambled eggs, whatever they ended up making with it. That's really neat, huh? Here's some more down home representations. Like a farmer's market type of thing. Now this beautiful courtyard across the street's where we're going next. We're gonna hop on over and take a look at this gorgeous area. I actually took my senior pictures in this courtyard in high school, which in my opinion didn't come out too great. Not the quality of the pictures, like it's a photographer's fault. I just don't think I looked very presentable in them. I don't know, I just wasn't happy with them. It's really nice here though. Peaceful. And the sound of the waterfall and all that. It's really pretty gazebo. I've always liked Abbeville. I've always liked this area. It's a nice fountain in the middle. It's not a huge square or anything like that. It's just a nice little courtyard. We're gonna go take a look at that beautiful Mary Magdalene church across the street there. And here's a statue of Père Antoine Désiré Maigret, which is the founding father of Abbeville. Born 1797 to 1853. And he was a priest, obviously. His Père means father, French for father, if I didn't clarify that yet. I'm sure a lot of you already know that. Everything's in French. You'd think I would be fluent in French growing up down here, but I'm not. I know more Spanish than French, and that is not a lie. It's coming up on 5 o'clock, so I think I'd say maybe 5 to 30 minutes from now, it's going to be completely dark out. So hope I'm keeping a good pace here. Check this out. This is in front of the church. There's what I am assuming is the rectory right there. I'm going to show you guys the plaque, the historic plaque for this amazing church and how beautiful it is. And here's the historic plaque for it, St. Mary Magdalene Church. 4 churches dedicated to St. Mary Magdalene have stood on this site, purchased from Joseph Leblanc by Père Maigret in 1843. The present church was built in 1911 under the pastorate of Père Laforest. Look at this magnificent structure. I'm telling you right now, looking at it through the camera lens and then seeing it in real life is completely different. You guys need to come see this in person. It is just that fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. 1911. 112 years ago. Unbelievable and absolutely beautiful. But like I said, we're kind of crunched on time, so we're going to keep on moving. There's Black's right there. That's a very popular restaurant. Established 1967. There's the church bells. Right on time. Scared me half to death, but they're still pretty, so some more. Keep on walking. Look at a couple more things here, then we'll keep on moving, Those bells obviously signify the fact that it's exactly 5 o'clock. So, like I said, I got about 25 minutes of daylight left. If my calculations are correct. Check that out, a Radio Shack. When's the last time any of you guys have seen a Radio Shack? Interesting, huh? Looking at the square again, we're crossing back through the square or around the side of the square to show you guys the theater that we've seen before. A little bit more information on Abbeville. It's an agricultural trade and processing center for rice, sugarcane, dairy products, locally sold corn, cotton, and seafood, in particular crawfish, as one would assume, and those assumptions would be correct. Also alligator and crab. The oil and natural gas fields off the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, or in the Gulf of Mexico, are serviced by companies throughout the region, including Abbeville. Very oil field related, as you would imagine. Heavily oil field related, as is most of South Louisiana. And here is Frank's Theater, which dates back quite a long time, and it's been on the brink of destruction and disrepair, but they are bringing it back, and they've been salvaging it and saving it piece by piece. And I'm very happy to see that because I love these old theaters. Look how beautiful that is. Sweeney Todd, October 6th, missed that one. Farmers Market, November 18th. Oh, that's Saturday. Farmers Market over here. And here's the other side. This building was the one that I told you guys was the bank. Served as, no, actually it's a bank now. It served as the police department or the sheriff's office in the movie, The Blob. Now we're gonna hop right over here because, again, we've seen this before, but I just think it's the coolest thing, this little depot looking thing here, and I like it so much I'm gonna show it to you guys again. I love this little depot looking thing here. It's just the coolest. It's like a gift shop and stuff. Let's get a little closer. It's old rail car wheel system here. And a railroad crossing light there. This iron fence out front, which is pretty cool. Museum and gift shop, the depot, Magdalen Place. They come check that out during the daytime when it's open. Nice little setup though, huh? Right across, we cut a corner from the theater over there. Now, if you're wondering what kind of, as you know, if you guys have ever watched anything or know anything about, Louisiana in general, there's festivals in every town, every city, so Abbeville's no different. Abbeville's actually home to several festivals. The Daylily Festival and Garden Show, we saw that a while ago in that mural depiction over there. Look at this cool little caboose here. This train car. Very nicely painted. The giant omelet celebration. So we were right, it is an omelet celebration. I'm reading here off my phone, by the way, because we're kind of crunched for time. Didn't get a whole lot of time to make notes before I came, so we're using the good old phone. Good old technology. The Les Lumières du Village d'Abbeville Festival. Louisiana Cattle Festival. Actually, one of my good friends that I work with. Shout out to Carrick if you're watching. He's from Vermilion Parish and he does own and manage some cattle and does cattle shows sometimes. And there's also the Vermilion Carousel of Arts Festival. So if any of you guys are interested in coming down here to visit and attend any of those festivals, I highly encourage you to do so. Man, I'll tell you what, I think I'm actually doing pretty good on daylight time. I don't have much of it left, but I pretty much showed you guys everything that I wanted to show you in downtown Abbeville. And yes, it's a rushed visit, but you know what? If we would have spent even 20% more time on each place, it really wouldn't be any different than what I showed you, so I guess we're gonna have to just take what we got, I like this old building here. You can tell something used to be in the middle there. It's like you could almost just use your imagination to imagine what could have possibly been there. And the edge of downtown, before it starts getting into the more country parts, is basically where you can see, like about about right there. That's about the end of it. So it's not a big, it's not a big downtown area, but what you can see and what you do see here is very nice. Like I said, I've always liked Abbeville. I wouldn't mind living out here if I needed to, if I had to, move closer to this area for work or something. You see the sign there, the Abbey Players. It's a popular place for, shows and stuff like that, performances. There's a plaque over there. See if I can get to it and read it real quick for you guys. Yep, as I suspected, it's just a plaque that says this property has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places. Doesn't have any other details on it or anything, but this is a very popular place. Like I said, for the Abbey Players sign you saw on the top here. It's still a place where people go to see performances and all that. So I'm quite confident this building was probably built around the same time as early 1900s, easily, like the surrounding buildings. A lot of the buildings in this area are. Let's keep on moving. Got a few minutes left of daylight. And this one I always thought was pretty cool. It's you see there it says Abbeville Record Shop, established 1955. I just love that old Americana, like that old record stores from the mid-century. Now it's a tattoo studio. Looks like it's been nicely done, judging from the outside. And that building across the street right there, which is La Chambre, an ex-coworker of mine actually renovated that place and made it into an event room. You can rent it out, and I've actually been rented out from my photo booth to do an event there for the owner's husband's 40th birthday party a couple of years ago. And they did a really good job in there. Well, guys, that's about it. So I'll go ahead and close this one out and wish you guys a wonderful rest of your week. It's Thursday night right now, so thank you for that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night, a good evening. Drink your holiday eggnog. I think I might go get a cup of coffee just to wake myself up, because it's not even 5:30 yet, and it feels like it's 10 o'clock with the time change. So you know how that goes. But love you all. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed enough, share it with your friends, all that. Hit the notification bells so after you do subscribe, you can know when I post more videos like these. And also, if you want to support the channel, feel free to go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/travelwithoutacause. And after all that, I bid you adieu. And don't forget to stay tuned and stay cool. But even more so, don't forget to stay cool and stay tuned. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.